Ah, yes, my friends, you wait for it all week long, and here we are again. 2 teams, 1 podcast, coming to you almost live from the corner of 42nd and 2nd.
Sort of live.
Right, here in Midtown Manhattan.
Sort of.
My name is Jerry Aldini. This is my partner, Bret Callahan.
I thought you were going to say Jerry Cooney.
Jerry Cooney?
Jerry Cooney.
The Jerry Cooney?
The Jerry Cooney, the big boxer there.
No, Jerry Koosman. Who do you think you're talking
a little
about?
Mets reference
Bret
there.
Callahan, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, you can see both teams right here on New York's very own Pix 11. We've got over 30 games left throughout the season.
It's a lot of pregame shows.
Now, as we say in the business, on with the show. What's going on, Bretsky?
What's going on there?
I see you got your Yankee shirt on
I
today.
do. I'm all decked out in Yankee.
Come on.
Got hats.
You're going to be that much of a
Yankee
homer?
Of course
You know
I am.
what they say about guys like you?
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure
Exactly. The New York Yankees, America's team.
it out. You want to start with the Yanks, or you want to start with the flailing
I
Mets?
said it last time. Is it glass half full or glass half empty?
Let's go half empty for now. I like the half empty.
Boy, oh boy, oh
'Cause,
boy.
you know, misery
so you
loves
want to
company.
start with the miserable Mets, huh?
Dude, what is going on? 6-game slide. You got the Orioles. They just lost 2 in a row to the worst team in baseball.
Can someone at Citi Field hit the baseball? That's the question.
Unbelievable. Well, listen.
You could hit better than the Mets.
You know what? I think Mr. G had weather day there, right?
I tell you,
on
Wednesday's
Wednesday.
game was riveting.
Yeah. Mr. G had weather day, and I think that was the downfall, the luck of that game. I think that's what happened.
The Orioles, the worst team in baseball.
Worst team.
Won by a sack fly.
By a sack fly.
Boy,
Mets have been getting
that's a boring game.
excellent pitching.
They
no
have been.
offense.
So how do you fix the Mets? That's the question.
Well, listen, everybody's
We have
talking.
our trusty rundown here. That's the question.
Everybody's talking
How do you
Is that what it says?
fix the Mets?
How should the Mets rebuild? You know, everybody talks about
Yeah.
Everybody wants to make a trade with the Yankees. Everybody wants to trade Syndergaard or DeGrom.
I would love to have either pitcher on the Yankees. That trade's not realistic.
Well, listen, just like the guys on the radio say, all our favorite radio hosts who we know and love. If you're going to send DeGrom or Syndergaard to the Yankees, you got to get back at least Gleyber Torres.
Not happening.
And Clint Frazier.
Not happening.
Then it's not happening.
Then it's not happening. I'm not trading Gleyber Torres for anything. The guy is a 5-tool player. Yankees luck, you get a Mets pitcher, and what happens? Arm surgery.
When you say 5-tool,
I told you.
What are those-
Reading,
what are those
writing. We did this
5
before.
tools?
I told you.
I don't think you ever cleared it up.
Who, where, why, when, how.
Reading, writing, arithmetic.
We talked about it. Knowledge, brain,
Long
smarts.
division. He's a 5-tooler.
I'm telling you right now, the Mets need to rebuild. There's one way to rebuild. You're trading Syndergaard, and you're trading. If you really are serious about rebuilding your team, you've got to trade one of the pitchers, if not both. Because otherwise, if the Mets don't trade a pitcher and they try to just band-aid this thing together, with Cespedes potentially coming back, you become the Knicks. The Knicks don't want to go. Finally,
you don't want to be the Knicks.
No one wants to be the Knicks. Finally, the Knicks have decided we have to rebuild through the draft. We have to start getting young players. We have to rebuild our team. The Mets have to rebuild the farm system like the Yankees did and become better. Obviously, the Yankee rebuild was only 2 months. The Mets, what? It's true. It's true. So keep DeGrom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you
keep
still
DeGrom. Keep Syndergaard.
Right.
Go get another player for $500,000 and see how you finish the season in last place.
I got an interesting question for you. You know, we got the All-Star game and All-Star week in D.C. this year.
Big weekend.
You know, it's almost a month away. Is there a Met that gets selected to the All-Star team?
It's easy.
Selected, voted in.
It's easy. It's DeGrom.
You think DeGrom
Well,
goes?
DeGrom gets picked by the manager.
As the pitcher.
He's the starting pitcher probably for the All-Star team, even though he has his record's terrible because the Mets don't hit for him.
Yeah,
he's the best pitcher in baseball.
He's 4-0. The guy should be at least 9-1.
He's the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
He is the only Met that gets put on that All-Star team because Syndergaard's hurt. Otherwise, the 2 guys go and no one else goes.
Is it because he cut his hair?
Maybe. Maybe. Who are you going to put on there? Your backup catcher? I mean, who?
Jose Lobaton?
It's only DeGrom. That's the only person that goes.
All right. What about the Yanks?
Well,
the whole
switch.
team?
Let's switch.
The whole lineup's
gears.
going to the All-Star game?
Let's switch gears for a second to my New York Yankees.
Right, so obviously Judge is going to get voted to the All-Star.
Judge and Stanton both get voted on the team.
You think Stanton gets voted?
100%.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think Stanton's going to get voted.
The potential of Stanton being in the home run derby. Remember, Judge said he's not doing it.
Stanton's not going to do it either.
Why?
They're not going to do it.
Maybe Stanton does it. He did it last year.
I don't think so.
Okay, so you got Stanton. Sanchez gets in, right? Gleyber Torres, the guy you want me to trade for DeGrom, gets in. Probably one or two more guys, and that's it. Put the whole team on there. The Yankees taking on the National League.
I'll tell you what,
it'd be good for home field advantage in the World Series.
After the first month of the season, Didi would have gotten in, but now he's not.
It's like he's fallen off a cliff.
Right?
Where are you, Didi Gregorius? Where are you? Thank you.
Didi is glorious.
Where are you?
What else you want to talk about? Montgomery's out for the season.
That's a problem for the Yankees.
Tommy John.
Well, I'll tell you this much: we knew that there was problems with Montgomery, and Domingo Herman, not
spelled German.
Yes, has taken his place.
Yeah,
he's a nice pitcher. He's not the answer. I've said this every podcast, and I'll repeat it: the Yankees need to fix two things. Bullpen, need a little help there. The Yankee trade with the Mets is really Familia, in my opinion. Put him there as the setup man.
Who do you give? Who do you give the Mets for Familia?
Bigger balls, and go get yourself a starting pitcher. I don't know. Probably a trade with Detroit is probably the most likely, or Cole Hamels on Texas. That's where you're going here, because I don't know if Baumgartner's available, and if he is, it's going to take mountains of prospects to get him. And I don't want to ruin my farm system for one pitcher. However, for a guy like Cole Hamels, I would consider it. The thing that really stinks is that the Yankees probably should have made that trade in the offseason with Pittsburgh for the guy in Pittsburgh. And that
was it another Cole or no?
Yeah, it was.
His name?
Yes, Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole,
and that would have been the trade that I would have made. And I think that I know you would have given up. You probably would have had to have given up Andujar. But then you could have made your Machado trade, and now your Yankee team is more set.
So this weekend, the Mets they're in the middle of a 6-game losing streak. Now they got the Yankees for the weekend. Friday night, you got DeGrom and Masahiro Tanaka.
Hey, DeGrom's going to pitch great, and the Yankees are going to win because what happens? The Mets can't hit. Until the Mets figure out their lineup problem, I feel bad for Jacob DeGrom.
And Cespedes, we hear nothing. Is he good?
Nothing.
He's not good. Can he play?
He might play Sunday night. I know this is Wednesday. He might play Sunday night. But they need more than just Cespedes.
Yo Cespedes?
They need more.
All right, listen, more importantly, I'd like to get your thoughts on the Miss America pageant losing the bikini contest.
I thought you were going to talk about politics overshading the
No, I don't want to talk about politics. No? D.C.? No. Why would politics?
It could. I mean,
why? Because it's in D.C.?
It is.
Every baseball player stands for the anthem.
That's
so
true.
There's no issue
there. Oh, by the way, how's LeBron James doing in the NBA Finals? I just got to bring that up.
I don't know.
Is J.R. Smith still running? Trying to come on. And then the coach doesn't know there's a timeout available? It's unbelievable. LeBron James is going to wind up leaving Cleveland, and you can't blame him. People in Cleveland be like, oh, burn his jersey. He can't burn his jersey. This time, it's not his fault.
Guy's carrying the whole team.
He's carrying the whole city at this point.
Yeah, whole city.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He probably curated it.
If I'm him, I'm leaving.
Where you going?
I'm going to Houston.
Why Houston?
Because I like Houston. I have good barbecue in Houston.
Is that the only reason why?
Yeah. By the way.
But I think, honestly, before your point there, I think that LeBron James, I'm sorry, I always talk about the Yankees, so my mind's on the Yankees. I think LeBron James' best bet is to go to Philadelphia. And I'll tell you why. Because if you go to Philadelphia, you don't have to face the Warriors or those Rockets until the finals. If you go to Houston, now you're facing the Warriors and the Spurs in the conference.
As of the airing of this podcast in Philadelphia, is Ben Simmons still dating Kendall Jenner?
No.
No, you think it's over?
I think it's already over. She was caught on camera kissing another guy.
She was?
Yes.
I missed that. When did that happen?
You got to look at TMZ every once in a while.
I do.
You really do.
Can we get back to the Miss America? You never answered my question.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
What are your thoughts on them getting rid of the bikini contest?
It's a travesty.
It's going to be all talent.
Horrendous.
All talent. So when we go to Miss Universe, is it Miss America or Miss USA? Who goes?
If it's Miss Universe,
who represents
Miss America goes.
You sure about that?
Here she is.
So when we go to Miss
America,
so our representative at the Miss Universe pageant, which is the most beautiful women in the world come together, our representative from America is going to be our best tap dancer, not our prettiest.
What do you want me? Do you want me to call the organizers of the Miss USA, Miss America pageant, and say you need to put them in swimsuits?
And another thing, I'm not that happy about.
What?
IHOP changes the P to a B. I mean, is there no
What
shame?
is the big deal about the International House of Breakfast?
Nah, it doesn't flow.
Breakfast.
IHOP.
IHOP.
What's IHOP?
This is the greatest thing IHOP has ever done, and I'll tell you why. Because now everyone is talking about IHOP.
But does that make the food any better?
I don't know, but no one's talking about Denny's. You're talking about IHOP.
Well, the Denny's didn't take one N out of the name. It's Denny's.
So I love the fact that they're doing this. It's the International House of Breakfast. We're more than just pancakes.
World's coming to an end, my friend.
Well, so is this podcast. You might as well get to your close here.
Am I supposed to do that?
I think so. It's 11 minutes. I mean, come on.
11 minutes.
Hey.
That is all for this edition. The Yankees are back up at 11. Tuesday, June 12th at 7 p.m. against the Nationals.
With a pregame at 6:30.
Yes.
Right.
Check out the full schedule at pix11.com/baseball. You can also find the latest baseball news and news episodes. Two Teams, One Podcast. If you like the show, make sure you subscribe. For Bret, Callahan, executive producer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I'm Scott Stanford.
I'm out of here. I'm going to the International House of Breakfast.
Bye-bye now.